Astrea has a nice spawn for resources besides the two mountains.
We're missing Astrea's stream. He left the voice chat.
Yeah, it just got disconnected.
I mean, more or less, you're always looking for road connections with Yad.
Yeah.
It's going to come down to that center city. Whoever takes it will have the easiest 3 cities set up, unless Astrea completely goes somewhere else. But
Yeah.
I'm entirely
Yeah,
anticipating he's
definitely
heading
goes
towards
center.
center. Okay, so both
Yeah.
of them are going to be fighting over that, and whoever
Yeah.
takes it wins the game.
It's a battle of micro.
Yeah. Unless
It's not
they
even a battle of micro. It's a
Yeah.
battle of it's a battle of a host versus away.
Yeah. So he's got 6 stars here, but the sad part is there's not a single thing he can do with it.
Because whoever steps on that village first,
Yeah, this means Astrea
loses.
just gets there, right?
He needs to hit the enemy warrior. Well, no, he can't
Yeah.
even do that. Yeah.
Yeah, because if he hits Astrea, just
Yeah. He's
That's
in a
just
very poor position.
bad.
That's
Not
another
to mention
reason that I'm a fan of
Astrea,
like
yeah.
turn 0 tribes, just like that extra warrior, like extra unit you can get from your capital.
Yep.
It gives you so much more you can do.
This is why Yad is a discouraged matchup, I think, for Tiny.
Yeah, it's just not fun like that.
You just need to make another warrior here.
Yeah.
I'm saying Astrea, just go for that village down there too.
Maybe small would be. I mean, most of the bullet format is in tiny, just because that's tradition. There's plenty of tribes you can use that won't have stuff like this. Yadakk's just better suited for bigger games, in my opinion.
Yeah. Because it's about expansion. And if you can beat your opponents to expansion in a bigger game, it's quite the advantage.
I'm also kind of wondering if Reaper shouldn't have just gone south with the first road and tried to play like, instead of like going for the center village where like Astrea could have come from any spawn on the rest of the map.
Now, I definitely don't think this is lost.
I don't think. I think you have to go to that center village, because if he just went to the south, Astrea takes the center anyway. He doesn't have to dedicate both warriors to take it, and now he's on 3 cities while you're on 2, which is an even bigger detriment.
Mm-hmm.
Because at least here you're 2 against 2.
No, this could become. I mean, he could feasibly beat Astrea to getting a 3rd village, though Astrea seems to have a very easy one by that fruit farm. Rather, fruit farm. Yep.
Yep, and then they're going to build roads. He's going to move there. He's going to shape and... Oh, he's just going for the village. Yeah, he's locking down all the villages. He's going to get the ruin and the village.
I absolutely like that move.
That was strong play, knew not when to go for the economy, and just lock them down.
I almost would have thought about making another warrior there, to be honest. But yeah, I mean,
it's no threat to be able to take 2 of those 3 objectives there.
Yeah, realistically he could go the northeastern village ruin and then secure the other village later if he wants.
Now Reaper should know there's some units in the fog there.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, he would have been watching.
Yeah. But is there a whole lot he can do about it? Let's see, he can send that warrior.
What he needs to do is he needs to pressure that city with a lot of warriors here and now to force Astrea to not be able to put everything out there on expansion.
Yeah. That's reasonable. Or by archers.
With what money? I don't think he should have moved the warrior there. I think he should have all in, but we'll see how that turns out for him.
I mean, if he gets a lucky ruin, it could turn out for him, but
I don't think 10 stars is gonna 10 stars is not gonna beat 5 cities.
Yeah, I agree. He needs to get like whaling or something.
The one leverage he had was Astrea has minimal defense.
Yep. Pop.
Yeah, and then Astrea has all 3 of those cities.
I don't like that warrior move at all.
completely
not
locked down.
south of the capital.
Yeah,
Reaper
it's
gets a
changed.
ruin, but I mean, this is going to be 5 cities to 3 at the most.
Astrea has already secured
Yeah.
everything he needs for a win. It's just a matter of time.
What do you folks think about having a small 196 map for bullet games?
I think it would not be a bullet game, but it could be fun.
Maybe
But
if
2-minute turns to
it,
get cities that you can gather in a map like that.
the turns would have
The
to be more than 2 minutes.
you want this to be a timely format that can be easily replicated month in and month out. You can't have 2-minute turns on small,
Yeah, we
or
already
else
have
the
like
entire
40
bracket is
plus
going to
minute
be
games
so
on
bloated.
Tiny.
You're saying lower turns?
No, I'm saying it. Well, quicker. In order to do a bigger map, you need quicker turns or a smaller tournament because the tournament already takes a lot of time to run.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it's already 3 hours on time.
Yeah, and restricting turn time more would just be a little iffy because the bigger map you have more to do and it's harder to be pressured by time.
Okay, I'm gonna just after this, I'm gonna tell Reaper his chance of winning was all in Astrea's second city because that sword's gonna do nothing. Astrea has 5 cities. It's just
It's over.
at this point, their tactics are just the noise before surrender.
Yep.
How do you guys think about doing, you know, the live game feature that's in beta? Because then we don't have to worry about timekeeping. We don't have to worry about, you know, skipping. Like it just goes automatically.
I tried
Yeah.
it with Astrea. I think Innofunni saw that yesterday.
Yeah, I've tried it a few times with various people.
It'll take people time to adjust to because I think what you need to is move quick at the beginning and then slow down near the end. But it's kind of weird with the auto skip can be weird because if you're in the middle of the upgrade, it auto selects one for you.
Oh, interesting. What I would say is it's definitely not now because it'll take time getting used to. Using for bullet could be viable though, but wait till the like timer times get fine tuned a little.
I do think that
need to be.
The issue with it, if anything, is that the amount of time you get is based on the number of villages you have, which can very easily create it's an extra level of metagame that I don't know if I would like for the bullet tournament.
Yeah, Lemon and I played a couple games and I found it, I just couldn't get used to it because I'm used, yeah, it's just, you got to, it's a different pace, but I think it could work really well.
I don't think the pace is the issue, just that the fact that the pace you have is based on the number of villages, which creates a weird spawn-based advantage that sort of like goes against the idea of the format.
I wonder if they're going to add a feature where
What-
you can set different options for the time. Like you could give yourself, you know, 10 seconds per village, or you could give yourself 30 seconds per village, you know, if they had it on a slider.
Or just a flat
Yeah.
30 seconds every turn would be nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, though
There's
the
nothing he
intent
can do
the
to
intent
block
of scaling with cities is because you do need more time to make moves. Like it's unreasonable to have a flat timer. One thing Astrea suggested in one of the beta channels was scaling it with turn number instead of city count, which is
Yeah,
an
that's much
interesting
more
possibility.
reasonable.
And I think, yeah, I agree because you shouldn't be given more time to work with if you're already probably winning the game when you have more cities. Like if anything, you should feel more pressure.
Oh, I hadn't thought of that. That you're actually helping the person who has more cities by giving them more
Yeah,
time.
wasn't the 196 map size like originally pushed for this format?
Yeah, there was a group.
Rather Polylive.
Yeah, it was a group of like Sergeant Sub and Cora from Plague, and they were pushing for the 196.
Cora is a really funny guy. I like him.
Yeah. He changed his name to 196 for a while.
All right,
Yeah, no, I think it's still. I think
Final
it's
siege.
Yeah, it's inevitable now.
Gets both cities sieged here, right?
Yep, and then
Yeah,
there's
it
no
looks
one doing
over.
it. His chance to win was, what was it, turn 4, moving like both warriors forward and pressuring city. But
Yeah.
yeah,
I do not like this matchup for Bullet.
no, me neither. It's just demolition. And yeah, I mean, think of how different the map pressure would have been had Reaper gotten the center city. He would have had the northern ruin and village almost secured and would have had better access to the northwest one.
And then it would also be a stomp that way, which is rather uninteresting.
Exactly.